Okay. I've hit the button. I just need to make sure it's going. What did you just roll? A
Nothing.
D53?
Nothing.
Alright, we're good. We're live. Awesome. Hey everybody, we're back with another prologue session for Curse of Strahd. As I've said before in these one-on-one sessions, that the tone in these one-on-one sessions will be different than the actual campaign. These one-on-ones will be a little bit more lighthearted here and there, and also just from how we will interact with each other. But once the campaign properly starts, there will be a more there'll be a tone shift. So yeah. Oop, I need to move over to it. They're recording my screen. Alright, so we have a new additional player, a surprise player, showing up to this party now. Someone that the crone has failed to mention in the other player's dreams, so he'll definitely be a surprise to the other characters.
Just forgot.
Alright. So, we find this new additional character up in the village of Parnast. Don't believe is on my map here. I think it's off screen. Yes, it is.
I believe so.
No, there it is. It's right there. Parnast.
Well, it'd have to be considering everything else is.
Yeah. So we find ourselves in the small village of Parnast, near the Grey Peak Mountains. A young man has gone out searching for answers of trying to find a solution to his companion's issue. And he's been plagued with dreams lately from a mysterious crone, just like the other characters have. And his dream, as I will now read out, I will go over his little description real quick. For the past moon, you have suffered strange dreams of a woman, her voice rasping behind a darkened veil. In each dream, she speaks of secrets of your past, knowledge buried so deep that not a single other soul could know. She speaks of answers to your questions and the fulfillment of your fate. She speaks of antidotes and recognition, and promises both, and more. She speaks in riddles and whispers in tongues. In the final dream, she spoke thusly: Seek the shepherd, the raven, the wizard, and the broken one. She told you, you will know them by their signs: the dragon's sigil, the blinded eyes, the queen's shadow, the coffin of knowledge, and the green eyes of Toril. You will find them in the home of Knight's Steed, behind the walls of the Dagger's Ford. Once you have found these companions, seek out the traveling man of many colors. His song will guide you to me. When you awoke, the moon still high in the night sky. You waited for the dream to fade from your mind. Instead, you felt the vision solidify, clarify, felt a weight in your lap. When you looked down, you saw a single card laying there. The guild member. The next morning, you packed your possessions and prepared for the journey. After consulting a map, you decided your destination: the Nightmare Stable, in the town called Daggerford. The road lay before you, and your past lay behind. As the sun rose above your head, you steeled your will, cleared your mind, and let fate guide your step. And thus, he then began his preparations by heading to the nearest town of Parnast, having been hailing from the nation of Everesca, one of the last few elven strongholds left on the continent. So, let's move over to the next map. So, we find a young man. Go ahead and just give us a little brief description of your character board, if you don't mind. If you don't have anything,
Fuck.
like, too
Oh,
visually.
oh, fuck.
What?
I'm bad at descriptive work.
Well, I mean, just, what's his race and all that. You don't have to, like, say, like, every detail of what he looks like.
But, fuck. It's, like, he's a elf, as you could imagine from where he's from. Uh, Words.
I'll give a zoom in on his token.
Yeah. It's, He's like, kept mostly fine, at least as well as he could be traveling along a road for as long as like a day or so or more.
I would say, yeah, from Everesca to Parnas, it's probably been about maybe 2 days and a half.
So like as reasonably well kept as someone could be out there like that.
Uh, and
Uh,
is there any like tools that he's carrying with him?
he's got like a he's got a pack full of various supplies. He's got a rapier and a dagger.
Okay. So what's his name?
Oh yes. Luris Elmind.
Okay. So after about traveling for about 2 days, Luris found himself going to the near town of Parnast, as to reach Daggerford from Everesca, the most safest way would probably to head to the highway where Parnas connects to it and travel south that way, rather than going through the high moor and traveling and fighting, dealing with monsters. Only an insane man would go that direction. I can't imagine anyone wanting to go that way. Crazy. And eventually, Lewis found himself approaching the town of Parnas. It's slightly bustling. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. People are out and about for the most part. You can see some people pass you by as you're heading in as they head out to their farms. The town has a small little castle off to where off to your left you can see in the distance. It's not anything fancy, but it certainly helps in times of defense when the town is attacked. The smell of cooked bread can be found throughout the air as you are moving into the town. Seems like there's quite a few bakers within this town. So yeah, what are you doing, Lewis, as you head into town?
Just in case I missed it, like what time of day is it?
It's 11
All right, so
in the morning,
about almost noon.
almost noon.
Um, I mean he's been out on the road for a few days, so I guess first thing would be like, I guess ask around, try to find to see if there's like a place he could rest for the night because he's been walking for like 2-3 days straight. He could use a day of rest.
Yeah, you can from the road that you're currently on, you can easily just head into the middle of town and begin looking around trying to find someone to talk to.
Meow. Meow.
You see just commoners here and there, some men, some women, and even a few children moving about. This pair here seems to be working on setting up their shop for the day. You can get from this building here, you definitely catch the smell of meat being cooked. Definitely seems like some sort of meat prepper or butcher. And as you're heading to the middle of town, you can see a man in more fancier clothing standing next to a well on a small little box or crate. Most of the townsfolk seem to be ignoring him, but he seems to be moving his arms here and about, and as you get closer to him, you can hear more of his words a lot easier. Come one, come all, come see the largest wagon that's ever been built by man, pulled by 12 horses. No other wagon is as big as this one, and if you're lucky, you might be able to take a ride on it. We're taking this thing all the way from Parnas all the way down to the very coastline. So please, come, take a look. And he continues just going on and on with this cycle, talking about this massive wagon he goes on about.
I mean, yeah, that sounds. If I can not have to walk at least a large chunk of the journey, I'd ask about. As I'm about like, where is this wagon? I'd like to see it.
Ah, I see you're interested in the wagon. Please so. And he sips down from his box, and he holds out his hand. Do tell me your name.
My name is Luris.
Pleasure to meet you, Lewis, as he shakes your hand. And the name's Reginald. Sir Reginald. I hail from the town of Waterdeep.
It's a mighty fine city.
Indeed it is, and home to many wondrous inventions, such as this wagon that I have created with my fine investors back home. Sadly, though, the wagon is too large to bring into town. We'll have to head further down the way if you wish to see the wagon, but I can assure you that I already have several people on this wagon already. How do I know that I can allow you to take a ride?
I'm all of my willpower to not make a joke about that.
What?
That phrasing. Uh, fuck. I I don't know how to respond to that.
You can, as he says that, he also holds, you see him holding he pulls out a smaller little, arm-length size box that has a lid on it with a little small, hole in the top. I'm holding a contest, you see, to determine who gets to take a ride on this wondrous wagon. Would you care to enter?
Why not?
And with that, he'll hand you a small piece of parchment with a small quill pen for you to write your name with.
Mm-hmm. Scribble my name down.
Excellent. I will put your name in here, and I will be drawing the name at noon, so stick around for that. So yeah, so you got an hour to kill. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Mm.
Is there anything specifically you are wanting to like find? Maybe like a weaponsmith or a tailor?
Yeah, I believe my clothes and my weapon are in fine order. So I guess I'd just to hedge my bets on that is still continue on to like try to find like in tavern or inn or something like that along those lines to see if they have vacancy in case I'm not able to get this.
Okay. Yeah, so this building, you can see the sign over here that this is the, sorry. This is the High Mountain Inn.
Well, go on in.
Alright, as you, enter the inn, you see it's not too busy, surprisingly. You think for a inn on this highway that it'd be quite more packed in, but there's only a few figures here and there sitting about. The tiefling bartender waves at you as you enter the building. He seems to be an older man, and somewhere in his possibly mid to late 40s, with a decently long black beard across his face. And he shines with a lightish blue tint on his skin.
All right, walk in. Just is there any vacancies here for tonight?
Oh, yes, there's quite a lot of room in this inn. We've been a little short on business lately. I lost several potential guests this morning to a man trying to give out spots on his wagon. I don't even know what that's about.
Hmm.
But it's apparently the talk of the tavern.
I can imagine such a being able to travel such a long distance easily is tempting.
Yes, being able to travel that far for free is quite a deal, but if it means I lose out on business, though, I'm a little miffed. But would you like to put down a room for later?
Yes. How much? How much for a night?
2 silver pieces, sir.
Ah, damn. I only am overflowing with gold pieces. I give him a gold piece. Because I don't have silver.
Alright. Oh, here. You want me to break this for you now, or do you want me to break this for you when you leave for the next morning?
Tomorrow morning should be fine.
Alright, I'll hold on to this as for an investment for later. Do you wish to have your key now, or do you want to come back later?
I'll be back later. I want to see around the town a bit more.
Alright. I'll wait for you then. And as you exit the building, you can see Sir Reginald back on his little soapbox, preaching to the people of Parnas, trying to get more people to enter into his contest. You see a more gruff peasant man walk up and try to enter into the contest as he writes his name down as best he can. But yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
so yeah, to your if you to your south, you can see some farmlands, and next to the farmlands is the small fort that helps protect Parnast. And then to your north is of course Reginald, and also the tailor shop as well. And then to your left over here, you can see some smoke rising from a building, and you can hear the hitting of an anvil, so you can assume that's probably where the blacksmith is.
I am going to look for one of those bakeries and see if I can get some fresh food.
Okay. Yeah. So if you follow the smell, it'll lead you to this building over here.
Which building?
This one right over here, next over to your right.
Whoop.
And as you enter the building, you see a pair of one human and one half elf, both female, behind the counter. They seem to be one seems to be in their 30s, the other in their mid to late 20s, possibly. They both sport long, dirty brownish blonde hair. One of them has it in a ponytail, the other one has it. Their hair is down to their shoulders. Ah, hello, welcome.
Hello. Oh, fuck.
Oh, an elf. We don't see too many elves from around here. Usually, not many that stick around at least. How can we help you?
I've been on the road for a few days and I could use something fresh to eat.
Of course. We have plenty of rolls and many other sweet treats if you desire.
I'll just take a roll.
Just a singular roll, or do you wish to buy a baker's dozen?
Yeah, a dozen should be fine.
All right. A dozen will be 20 copper pieces.
Oh, suffering from success. That's just mean.
Imagine just walking to this small little town and being like, sorry, I don't have that kind of money. All I have are gold pieces.
How much copper did you say?
20.
Isn't that just 2 silver?
I believe so.
Okay, just making sure I remembered right.
Let me
conversion rates.
I have the conversion.
I'm pretty sure it's 10 to 10 to 10 and everything.
Yeah, 10 copper pieces is 1 silver, so that'd be 2 silver then.
Yeah. Nope. I guess it's I suppose the same thing as last time. I'll give over a gold piece.
Do you want her to break it for you?
Yes.
Okay, do you want that in silver or do you want that in copper?
Silver.
Okay, so she'll break that to you in silver.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 8 silver. And now I have a lot of bread.
Hey, always good to have lots of bread. That's food. Always
It
important.
is.
Does I forget, does Bard start with like a pack that gives rations?
Let me check what I have a pack. I don't remember what's in it.
I know the Adventurers pack has like 6 days of rations.
Let me check. Nope.
Okay, so
I have soap.
well,
I have soap and perfume apparently.
I will count these rolls as rations for the time being.
All right. That is funny.
So now you have at least something to eat.
Sure.
All right. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, thank you.
All right. And then as you leave the building, you can hear them kind of like whispering about the gold piece that you gave them.
It's not my fault. This is what D&D gave me.
Why are you so rich,
I'm
Ward?
s-
Fuck, dude.
I'm sorry. I mean, to be
Damn.
fair, I'm not that rich. I spent 20% of my fucking fortune in that inn. I have 5 gold pieces total.
As you enter the bakery, though, you can hear some shouting to the north of the town. Well, to the west of the town. Excuse me. Sounds like sounds like a man and a woman are yelling. Reginald turns to look and gets off his soapbox, trying to figure out what all the noise is about. Do you want to investigate, or?
Yeah.
All right. If you head
I've
to
got an hour to kill.
if you head to about here, you can see what's going on. All right. Yeah. So to your west, you can see a group of bandits kicking down doors over here and looking for. They keep busting down doors, walking in, and then walking back out. But you don't see them carrying any like belongings or anything. So they're not stealing anything, at least. You can assume that they must be searching for something.
Huh.
And so they slowly just start making their way from this house to the next one, and so forth. They just keep making their way down and down.
Huh.
Behind you, you can hear Reginald shout to you, "Sir, get down! Don't let them notice you."
Meow. Behind the wall.
And you can see Reginald runs up behind this cart that's next to you. Oh, sir, do you know who that is up there?
Can't say that I do.
Those are mountain bandits. They roam this area, coming here and from there. So at the moment, all of the protection for Parnas is headed to the east. They had heard rumors that there was a big tribal attack coming from the desert. Well, y'all left the fences at the moment. Tell me, do you know how to use that rapier of yours?
In a way.
Well, it's at this point that I feel like we're gonna need your help.
Okay.
If you can distract them, I can go to the castle, see if I can rally some help to give you a hand. Just keep them busy. Talk to them. Fight them, whatever. Just keep them busy. Are you willing to do that, sir?
I
know it's a lot to ask. Here, how's this sound? And he like runs. I'll pull you. I'll put more of your ticket in this box. Give you a higher chance of getting on the wagon.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that bit? I didn't quite hear you.
He says, "Here," and he like picks out like parchment and like starts writing your name on it like a bunch. I'll add your name into this, giving you a higher chance of winning. How does that sound?
Alright. I have a dumb plan. I have a dumb thing I would like to try, miss.
Okay. So are you going
I
to
mean,
are you going to agree
yeah,
agree to his proposal?
I'm gonna try.
All right. With
I'm
that,
gonna try and
he like
distract
he just starts
them.
running off in between these buildings. Just starts quietly running for it.
Alright, let me check the wording on one thing. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So as he runs
I
off
don't.
towards the castle, you can hear like the gates open up, and the bandits are getting closer now. They've entered the tailor that you're standing behind right here, and have also begun to enter this building over here as well.
Okay. Um.
As they get closer, you can hear the captain shout, "Come on, lads, find him! We found his wagon, but he's got to be around here somewhere."
I see. Trying to fucking my brain. My brain is stuttering.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out a way to distract them without being stabbed. I tend not to like that.
You could always just try talking to them.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm trying to think of how to start the conversation.
Okay.
I guess this is fucking a thing. It's just like fucking what's the word? Did basically just say something along the lines of like, did you guys say you were looking for a wagon man?
You're gonna pop out and say that?
That's I can't think of a better way to phrase that.
Okay. Okay. You say that, and
slide.
The captain steps forward. I did. What would you know about him?
That he was standing in the middle of the town talking about his amazing wagon.
Oh, was he now?
Yeah.
Well, we had a feeling he'd be here in town. And he comes up, like, right next to you. Puts his hand right on your shoulder. So, kid, where is he?
Second he saw you guys, he basically started running off in that direction.
That direction, huh? He, like, snapped his fingers, and two of his boys come running up. Go run over there, boys. See if you can find him. I'm gonna hang out here next to this young man and have a little chat. And you can see them run off. You three, keep looking over in that direction. See if you can find him. And they will also break off this way. So, you don't look like you're from around here. Judging by those clothes, you don't seem to be someone who hangs out on these mountains.
No. I've just been traveling along the road the last few days.
That's so, huh?
Yes.
And have you, seen our entrepreneur's wagon?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's a nice thing. You didn't want to give it over to us a couple miles back, though. We thought holding him at knife point would get it to happen, but one of his little companions decided to give him a hand, and he slipped out from my fingers. So, I'll make you a deal, kid. You help me catch this guy, I'll give you a free ride to wherever you need to go, and any loot that's in that wagon, I'll give you 2% of.
How could I say no to such a kind offer?
I know, I'm so kind. My men think I'm the most generous man alive. He just, like, puts his hand, like, around you, like, wraps you, like, his arm around your neck and just pulls you in. You're not too bad, kid. I like you. Eventually.
Just that nervous, like, I don't want to be here energy.
Lewis, as you notice, you can see one of his thugs right over here. He's walking around over here, looking around. You see him get grabbed by someone and pulled behind this building and just does not turn or come back around the corner.
Huh. Weird.
He's gonna start walking you towards the excuse me, the well, and he sits you like right next to him, his arm still locked around your neck. This is a fine town. Maybe after we're done finding this guy, you can help us loot it for all it's worth.
Damn. I walk into a bank robbery.
And another thing is that you also notice a half-orc woman look at you can see her standing behind this building over here watching you. She didn't come in with them, so who knows what she's doing. And about 20 minutes after Reginald departs, you can hear a horn getting blown from the castle, and with that, the bandit captain lets go of you. What? They said there weren't supposed to be any defenses here. Hey kid, if you help us out in battle, I'll increase your 2% pay to 5%. How does that sound?
Again, how could I say no?
Alright. And eventually you hear the sound of a horse galloping, and eventually you see a man clad head to toe in plate mail come riding in to town on top of a war horse. The man carrying a banner of Parnast upon his back and a long sword in his other hand. You fiend! You dare journey past the great town of Parnast? I, Wallace Cartwright, hero of Parnast, is here to stop you!
I knew you would do that. I was waiting for it.
And with that,
Thank you.
The
It's all I
bandit
wanted.
captain takes out his scimitar. Alright.
Did you just say scimitar?
Scimitar, yes.
Okay, just making sure I heard you right.
Scimitar, however you want to say it.
Oh yeah, quick question because I've been wondering. Does this bandit look? What like race is like the bandit leader? Is it, like human or?
He is a dwarf.
Okay, that's good to know.
Actually, no. If he was a dwarf, he wouldn't be able to wrap his arm around you like that. He is a half-orc, sorry.
Alright. Terrifying.
But all of his goons were either human or dwarf.
Alright. It's good to know. Good to know.
So yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yep.
Are you going to help this man in his against the hero of Parnast?
Why would I?
I just thought I'd ask. Oops, forgot to turn on whispers. Alright, let's roll some NPCs here real quick. Oh, alright, I've got his goons. Nice. Okay. Alright, so Wallace Cartwright, hero of Parnast, will descend from his riding horse and put aside his banner and charge in head first against this bandit, longsword in hand. Oh, excuse me, great sword in hand. That hits. And he gives The bandit kept a big slash right across the chest. And then the bandit captain himself, then using his scimitar, and his dagger in the other hand, attacks once and then twice, but he misses with both attacks. Lurus, it's your turn.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Where are you going, Lurus?
Chilling.
Aren't you gonna help? I thought you said you would help him out. He promised you 5%.
Bonus action. Go, Wallace! Bardic Inspiration to Wallace.
You give him a Bardic Inspiration?
Yes.
Alright. That's a 1d4, right?
Right now, I believe. Let me check again, because it's been a minute. I believe that's what it starts as. It starts as a d6.
D6, okay. I couldn't remember if it started as a d6 or a d4.
Yeah. It is 1d6 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay, so that's your bonus action. Is there anything else you want to do?
I don't have ranged weapons. And I want to say one spell for one thing in particular.
You're gonna wait?
Yeah, I think that's my turn.
Okay. The half orc from earlier, you can see her just off in the distance. She goes running off to go fight one of the bandits that are over to the left. All right, and then the goons, hearing that their boss is in trouble, are gonna come running to give him a hand. All right, it is now Wallace's turn once more. Feeling inspired by this man nearby. Ah, thank you, hero. I will use that inspiration in this trying time.
This is a minor thing about how Bardic Inspiration works. You can use it after the roll. You don't have to declare it before the roll. Just as a thing, because it's a thing I forget sometimes.
Okay, can you use them on damage rolls?
No. I think certain subclasses of Bard, but for now it's just attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Okay. Alright, so he's not using it just yet, because he landed the hit.
Yeah, he can use it within, 10 minutes, so, eternity in combat.
Okay, so yeah. He lands using his greatsword, he lands another blow against the bandit captain, who lets out a loud grunt. Blood splashes out once more. And then the bandit captain goes in again with his scimitar and dagger in hand. Oh no! Oof. Wallace gets stabbed in the side by both the scimitar and the dagger.
Wallace, no!
Poor Wallace. But thankfully he's wearing that plate mail, so it should work out. Alright, Lucas, it's your turn.
Alright, just checking a thing. Radius is half a circle. Is the half of the diameter, right?
I believe so.
Alright, just making sure I remember something right. So that would be...
If you ever need to do the snap to corner, it's always helpful too.
Yeah, let's see. So that's not how I want that. I need a 20-foot radius circle.
All right, you need a radius? I can give you.
Yeah, I need 20-foot radius circle.
Okay. There you go.
Not on me.
Oh, sorry.
Just in general.
Well, thankfully they've added the new circle, so.
Yeah, you don't have to hold a special command to get that. That's 5 foot.
20. Okay.
10 foot. 15 foot. There it is.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I should probably change my color because this is actually kind of hard to see.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially when we get to Barovia, it's going to be really hard to see.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're getting him in the AoE right there.
Yep.
Alright, what is it?
Sleep.
Oh no. Oh no.
5d8.
Alright.
Does he have 22 or less hit points remaining?
He does.
Sleep.
You said 22 or more?
22 or less.
Oh, 22 or less? Oh no, he has more. Sorry.
No! Why is he strong? Oh, that's my turn.
Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. This goes on for a minute, though, right?
No, that's if they go to sleep, they're asleep for a minute.
Okay.
Oh. Listen, he doesn't know what I did. I just wiped my fingers and said I didn't say anything. Oh, that's my spell slot gone.
Alright. Catch up.
Why is he so strong? He's too powerful.
Flashing again. Alright. Hey! What are you doing?
Yeah.
This bandit comes running up to you as you start waving your fingers around. You casting spells?
Yeah, I'm helping.
You can hear the bandit captain say, "Yeah, he's on our side, don't worry."
He didn't.
Oh, okay, boss. As they all begin to start cornering Wallace.
Yeah.
He then looks over. Oh no! Here, journeying hero, I thought you were on my side! As he starts to just slash one of the bandits next to him, but he sadly misses though, and the dwarf on his left ducks under him. The bandit captain then goes in for again. Ah, jeez. Poor Wallace.
Wallace is he's not in good shape.
No, he's not doing too hot. Alright, Lucas, it's your turn.
Well, I once again am going to cast sleep. It's all I have.
Well, there's a lot more guys now.
Yeah, so it might take at least one of them out. I don't feel like drawing the circle again. It's gonna hit everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna hit everyone. I gotcha.
Starting from whoever has the lowest, subtract 33. Starting from the lowest.
Starting from the lowest?
Yeah. Sort of God, if this puts Wallace to sleep, I'm gonna be mad. I'm going home.
Everyone but the bandit captain and Wallace fall asleep. All of the goons just... Oh, man. Feeling kind of tired. Just start to all fall asleep.
I'm
gonna go over here.
What a great time.
Boys, what are you doing? Wake up! Now's not the time to take a sleep. Aha! I knew it! I knew that adventure was on my side. Oh, shut up!
I think I'm just here for the ride.
And that half-orc comes running in, and then to your right, you can see an elf come in with a bow in his hand, and he just shoots a bow at one of the dwarfs that's just sleeping over here. And he hits the dwarf in the side and kills him instantly.
They do have disadvantage if you're prone, which, if they're asleep, they're prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just barely hit.
Nice. Goodbye. Sorry.
They are all asleep. They don't
Shouldn't
get to
have.
make any they don't get to make any saves, though, right?
Uh, I mean, if they're fucking dead, like no, like let's read the thing again. Yeah, it takes another creature's action to wake them up.
Okay, so someone else has to wake them up. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're out. Wallace is going to keep fighting the.
Actually, you know, wait. I think that might be a different edition because yeah. Someone uses an action to slap or sleep the sheep or awake. If they take damage, they wake up.
Okay, well that bow killed him instantly.
That guy's dead.
He didn't get a chance to wake up.
He woke up for a split second and then succumbed.
Oh, what a great dream! Ha!
Mama,
I'm getting outnumbered. As the bandit captain is going to disengage from combat with Wallace, who will then get an attack of opportunity against him. But he misses though as he ducks away.
Yeah, damn it, Wallace. Wait, no, he has bardic inspiration.
You're right, he does.
Add a d6.
It hits.
Yeah. As he's starting to miss, he remembers me.
Yeah, he looks over and sees you. No, the hero was here to help me. Ha! And just slashes him across the back as the bandit runs up towards you. Kid, we gotta get out of here.
What the fuck? How many? What is wrong with him?
All my boys are falling asleep somehow. This Wallace guy must have some kind of spell.
Someone's at my door. 1 second.
Okay. Can Wallace, the hero of Parnast, stop this man with the help of Luris? We will find out after this short break. What is Luris doing? Is he pondering whether or not to join this captain? Or will he betray him in the end? Whether or not to join this captain?
I'm very, very sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm back.
Alright. So yeah, the bandit captain's like, kid, you have some kind of like healing spell or something that can give me a hand? I'm not looking great.
No.
What? What do you mean no?
I talk to people for a living.
You talk to people?
Yes.
Ah, you're useless, kid. And he starts running war. It's your turn.
Do.
What are you doing over there?
Nothing. The fight's over. He's running. They're asleep. I'm done.
Alright, so the half-orc's gonna approach him with her mace. 1, 2. 1 hits at least. This bandit captain is looking pretty beat up. He's not looking great. The elf that you ran past is going to shoot him with his with his bow. Once, twice. 1 hits.
Watch out. Half-orcs are immune to death once per day.
And then Wallace is gonna go charging up on him.
The hero. I'm so happy. He's grown up so much.
Oh no. Captain's just barely alive as Wallace gives him 1 more slash. The captain's just gonna have to go all out 1 more time. Give me 1 moment, something just came up. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Entertain our 1 viewer real quick.
Hello, one viewer. I just got a pulled pork sandwich, but I have to assemble it myself. Do do do.
Sorry, that took longer than I thought it would. Alright, Lewis, it's your turn. What do you want to do? The bandit cap looks like he's about to fall over at any second.
I don't have ranged weapons.
He's gonna wait?
Go, Wallace! Bardic inspiration.
Thank you, adventurer! As the half-orc then pulls out her mace once more and... and she crit fails and throws her mace into the air and it lands over to the side. Can the elf finish off this criminal? Yes, he can, as he shoots his bow and fires an arrow right into the man's chest, and the bandit falls over dead. And with that, combat is over. Wallace Cartwright, hero of Parnas, comes into the center of town, grabs the banner from his horse and places it down. Fret not, people of Parnast, for this adventurer, points to you, and these two folks have helped us save Parnast. And slowly, all the townsfolk begin gathering around and begin cheering for you three. And eventually, once the coast has been cleared, Reginald returns. Aha! And he runs up to you, Lewis. Great job with that distraction. I told you I would get some help.
Fuck my throat. I'm very grateful you did. That man was the most terrifying man I've ever met.
What, the bandit captain? Ah, you seemed fine.
Yeah.
And with that, Wallace approaches you. Thank you for the help, young adventurer. Here, take this. And he hands you a potion of healing. This is in thanks to you assisting in that grand battle. I've never felt more inspired in my life.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, and then he whistles for his horse, who comes over, and he hops back on the horse. If you are ever returning to Parnas once more, be know that I, Wallace Cartwright, will always vouch for your heroic deeds. And then that way he hits the reins on his horse, and they both ride off towards the castle. The hero of Parnas retiring for the day.
What a respectable man.
And with that, Reginald then gets his box back out as the civilians over here begin tying up all those that are still asleep and begin escorting them to the nearby jail. Reginald then gets on his box and looks towards the crowd. Well, now that situation is dealt with, I will now begin pulling names from the box here. 3 lucky people will get to ride on my wondrous cart. Alright, winner number 1! Luris! He says.
Yeah!
Winner number 2! Pulls it out, looks at it. You already won! Puts it back in. Winner number 2! You also already won, Luris. Maybe I shouldn't have stuffed somebody inside here, he whispers to himself. Winner number 2!
It just means I can kick up my feet.
Hannah! He then looks to the half-orc that assisted you a little bit. And then winner number 3! Gallon! He then looks to the elf over here. You 3 lucky individuals will join me on this wondrous cart as we venture back to Waterdeep. If you have any further business here in the town of Parnas, I would suggest you finish up what you need to do and meet me by the cart at the edge of town. With that, he hops off his box, collects the box, and begins making his way towards the cart. The other 2 winners then approach you, Luris. The half-orc, Hannah, as you can assume, going by the announcement, she looks to you. So, you were right next to that bandit captain, and yet you didn't use that rapier on him. I don't see any blood on that thing. You could have stabbed him at least once.
If he can take a hit from a greatsword, anything I can do to him isn't gonna bother him. He probably would have thought a mosquito got him.
Still, it would have helped at least something. Could have distracted him.
I feel that I was more helpful in incapacitating 4 people at once.
The elf next to you then starts nodding his head. Yes, he's got a point. By putting those bandits asleep, it helped lower the numbers of bodies that we had to deal with. It was a smart play. He then holds his hand out to shake your hand. Name's Gallon. Nice to meet you.
Shake his hand. It's a pleasure to meet you, too.
Where are you from? You don't look like you're from anywhere nearby.
I'm from, Everesca.
Oh, my uncle's from Everesca. Nice place out there. I hear you guys got it pretty nice out there.
I enjoy the scenery.
I hear there's a lot of moon and star elves out there.
Sun.
That's what I meant. I don't visit my uncle too much.
Moon and Star is Morrowind. Yeah, there's a fair number, yeah.
Maybe we'll get to know each other more on this ride to Waterdeep. I'd like to hear more about your home nation. And Hannah just scoffs. Ugh, you spineless elves, I swear, and just storms off. Huh, what's her problem?
I don't know.
Well, I'll meet you at the wagon, Luris. I'll keep an eye out, make sure there's no more bandits around before I get there, though. So maybe I'll meet you at the edge of town, actually. With that, he's gonna walk off and start looking around.
I'm gonna head off towards the wagon. I don't got anything to do in town.
Do you want to go collect your money back from the inn?
Oh no, I did that expecting that I was just gonna leave the money there. He's been missing business. I'm just gonna leave him with a gold coin.
Oh, man. Ow. I just hit myself with my water bottle. Alright. So eventually you begin making your way to the wagon, and you find yourself at a huge wagon pulled by at least 10 horses. It is ginormous. It takes up the entire road and then some.
I only imagine how much you have to spend on food to keep this thing running.
Oh yeah, just the amount of horse feed.
Yeah.
Ah, hello. All three of you have made it, I see. Welcome to my wondrous wagon. I haven't come up with a name with it yet. This is a new invention. So if any of you have any suggestions for a name, please let me know. And with that, he begins walking up the ramp inside. And Gallon will then follow him alongside, and then followed by Hannah. Are you going to come with, or are you going to...
No, my stuff lags. It takes a bit for it to update.
Okay.
Like, I still can't even see the map. It's still blurry for me.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I did a bit of dynamic lighting on this.
No, it was like this during the last map. It's just the new Wi-Fi. I have to. You might notice it. I've been doing a lot of pings. I have to force it to update the screen, basically.
Okay. As you guys begin walking along the edge here, Reginald then points to comes around the corner here and points to the right. Right on the right here, we have a nice lounge room. Lets you see out the front where we're heading. That's also where I will be driving the horses. This set of doors here leads to the main lounge where many of our guests are. Please feel free to join them whenever you feel like. Your rooms are going to be the next floor up, and the kitchen is going to be behind the lounge room. That door we passed on the way here will lead you to the stairs upstairs. Excuse me, let's get this show on the road, as he then enters the driving room. And eventually, after a couple minutes, you can hear the horses begin to move, and eventually the wagon starts to go. Well, Galeron says, looking at you two, I'm gonna go scout out my room. If you want to hang out or something, Lewis, let me know. I'll be upstairs. And with that, he'll begin making his way towards the stairs to his room. And Hannah just looks at you and just scoffs and just walks into the guest room. So, Lewis, you have a whole wagon to check out. What do you want to do?
Man, I'm just gonna hang out with the fucking... What was his name? Reginald?
Reginald.
Yeah. Everybody else seems mean. I don't like them.
Oh, there's other guests you can go visit.
Oh, is there? I don't know.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, he said there was other guests in the guest room.
I'll go hang out in the guest room.
The lounge room is right here where Hannah just went into.
Yeah. Go spend some time around people. Because those two are just mean.
What, Gallon's Bane?
He feels like he is. He's not being mean to me, but he gives off the energy of just being mean in general.
What? You mean talking like this?
No.
Have you moved on your side yet?
Nope.
All right. Do you want me to
Yeah.
move you for you?
Yeah. I don't. It's hard for me to tell where anything's going with the dynamic lighting.
Okay. I thought this would work
But the
better.
dynamic
Sorry.
light. No, it's my internet. Don't worry.
All right.
It's
So
been doing this on other Roll20 stuff.
you enter the lounge room where a fireplace is going. You can see a wall of wine on your right and a stack of books and scrolls on your left. In the middle of the room is a nice round wooden table with 5 sets of chairs sitting around it. And further near the fireplace, you see a sort of couch with a armchair next to it. Underneath its rest a bear rug. Several new figures are in this room. You can see a olderish man with spectacles and well-made clothing sitting at the round table reading a book. You can see a man with longer hair and more disheveled-looking clothing with long black hair sitting here by the fireplace, and then a youngerish girl with a black hat and white and black sort of what looks like servant clothing sitting in the chair next to him. As you enter the room, the man with the spectacles at the table looks up from his book. Ah, I see we have a new visitor. And he closes the book and gets up and walks over to greet you. Seems like our host, Reginald, has added more guests to the list.
I suppose he has. I suppose he has. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lewis.
Pleasure is mine. Name's Sir Victor Cromwell. I helped fund this wondrous invention. Quite something, isn't it?
It is very impressive.
Come, take a seat. You must be wary from your travels. There's plenty of food and wine and a warm fire to sit at if you need so.
Yeah, I'm going to look for a good year for the wine.
With your background, you eventually do find a set of wine from 1441, crafted in Everesca.
And just so I remember, what year is it currently?
It is, if I recall, it is 1490.
Okay, so this is pretty old.
Yeah, it's about 50 years.
Oh,
It's aged pretty
well,
well.
yeah. Well, old for like fucking having to recontextualize time through elf fucking standards is such a headache.
Yeah. But while you are looking through that wine list, you do see one that sticks out. It has a lot of dust on it near the back. It's buried underneath a lot of bottles.
Hmm.
Do you wish to pull that one out and take a look at it?
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
All right, you pull it out after a little bit of fanaticaling, and after dusting off the label, you see the label of the name is Wizards of Wines, and the name is Red Dragon Crush. There's no date on it, though.
Huh. Haven't heard of this. Looks really old.
Yes,
What's this been back here?
Oh, that? Oh, that's from my father's wine collection. I just grabbed whatever I could sitting back that he wasn't using.
Huh.
My father trades with all sorts of folks. He apparently got a bunch of those bottles from some traders that come around. I don't remember who they were, though. Never really cared. Help yourself to whatever you wish, though.
Yeah. I'll try this out.
Alright. You find a cork screw and are eventually able to get the cork out. The bottle has never been opened before, so this thing is gonna be all for you for the try it out.
Yeah. Pour myself like a healthy sip.
Okay. It is for a bottle that seems pretty aged, like its taste very delightful. I don't know if you've ever had wine before, Bort, so I don't know if there's much point in me describing how wine tastes.
Nope, I have no idea. My character likes good alcohol in general. It's not even
Okay.
just wine.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, for Telurus, this is possibly one of the best wines he's ever had. There's nothing like this that he's tasted back home in Everesca.
Hmm.
Does Lure show like
He's,
any sign of him like really enjoying the taste?
yeah, no, he is. He's trying to think over the taste since he likes to brew. He's trying to figure out what could this be.
Hmm. Victor looks and sees how much you're enjoying it. Hmm. You know, if you want, you can keep the bottle. You seem like you're enjoying it way more than my father ever was.
Oh, thank you.
Besides, we have plenty of more wine where that came from. He says, looking at the stack of wine bottles that are still over there.
What was the name of the wine again?
It is called Red Dragon Crush. Red Dragon Crush, excuse me. And the
All right.
label is Wizard of Wines.
Okay. Just writing that down.
Okay. So, what do you want to do now? You just gonna sit there and enjoy your wine for a minute?
Yeah, just socialize with anybody who's comfortable talking.
Oh yeah, Sir Victor next to you will be definitely up to talk to you.
Yeah.
So, it seems like you're an elf, if you don't mind me acknowledging. Where are you from?
I'm from Everesca.
Ah, yes, I heard we passed by there not too long ago. Though I've heard that the only way to visit Ezovereska is by those who hail from there or know the secret passage. Is that true, the rumors?
Fuck you, miss.
What?
I don't know how to answer that. I bored don't know how to answer that.
Okay. Yeah, Lewis, you would know that since Everesca is kind of isolationist, the only people that know how to get there are traders that they have given like the secret like pathway to, and then those that live there themselves.
So yeah, just like, yes, those rumors are true. Most of it's very hard to get into there. There's some people there like their privacy, I suppose.
Understandable. I like to have my privacy. I can understand why your people would as well.
So if you funded this, are you from Waterdeep like Reginald?
No, I'm from Neverwinter. My family is from Waterdeep though,
I see.
and that's how I know Sir Reginald. We met through several guild contacts and began working on this contraption.
I've heard Neverwinter is a very nice place.
It can be. Depends on the season. Trust me when I say you never want to be there when it's winter. He starts chuckling to himself.
Fake laughing.
Yeah, he doesn't notice that you're fake laughing.
Fake laughing like in the fucking court.
So have you ever ridden in a wagon before?
Um, Not one such as this, but yes, before I have been in like standard wagons.
Hmm. So this must be quite an upgrade then.
Yes.
Indeed. And eventually, small talk here and there. The conversations begin to go on, and eventually, several hours pass by, and eventually, you guys hear a ding from the kitchen. To this point, that Reginald comes into the room. Ah, seems like dinner is ready. I will go grab that. Remain here. And after a while, he comes back with several plates and puts them along the table and eventually hands other plates to the other members in the chairs. If you don't mind, I will be dining in the driving room. I need to make sure that the horses are fed. And with that, he moves on off. Before you is a plate of excuse me, of two different types of meat, one of steak and one of ham, with a side of small greens. The steak and the ham have both been grilled, with the steak being a little charred. The food is pretty okay. It's not the best you've had, but it's pretty good.
All right, all right.
With a wagon that's kind of on the move, it's kind of hard to have like the best food you could probably have, but it is better than most taverns. As Victor is eating his food, the two other figures at the chairs come over, seeing that there are open seats, and join you guys at the table. The man with long black hair and raggedy clothes looks to you. Hello. I haven't
hello.
introduced myself yet to you. Name's Christoph. Christoph of Elturel.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Luris.
I overheard that you hail from Everesca. Is that true?
Yes.
My father is in Elfia. He hails from there as well. I haven't seen him in some time. But never mind that. Sorry to distract you from your food. As he just goes back to his food, keeping his head down. He seems a little awkward.
I get that.
And then the young girl, by looking at her, she looks like she's about late teens, maybe early 20s. She pushes her long blonde hair to the side and starts eating her food. Nice to meet you. Name's Mariah. How you doing?
Today's been a bit more exciting than normal, but pretty good.
A little more exciting than usual. What do you mean by that, hon?
The fact that there's a bandit attack today.
There was a bandit attack, and then Victor also looks up, and there was a bandit attack?
Yes, in Parnas while Reginald was out there. Bandits attacked him.
I wondered if they would catch up with us. We were beset on the road not too long ago, and we thought we had shaken them off. Seems like they were pretty headstrong about getting our money.
It's usually how they are.
The girl looks to you. Well, thanks for getting rid of them, hun. Appreciate it.
If you're gonna thank me, you might as well thank gesturing to the other. I think you said her name was Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah, gesturing to her. You'd probably thank her as well.
She then looks to you. Yeah, she sort of like flexing her arms. Yeah, I did a lot of the fighting there. This guy over here, he didn't really help out much. He kind of just stood there. See these big muscles of mine? They took down those bandits, no problem. Well, I'm impressed. All by yourself? Well, there was the elf who's upstairs. He helped out a little bit, but it was mostly me. Does Lewis want to say anything, knowing that this is blatantly false?
No, he just he doesn't care. He's just cutting. He's like, he basically did that. She started to go like, yeah, it was zombie. Like, all right, cool. Looks down, starts cutting into his steak,
I'm just gonna ignore
charred
that.
steak.
And eventually, dinner goes on, and you guys all finish their foods, and one by one, everyone begins leaving the table. Victor is the first to go, followed by Christoph, and then Hannah, leaving just you and Mariah. Well, looks like that's the end of dinner.
I suppose.
Judging by how you were getting a little quiet there, I think that little half orc was telling some lies.
It was. I don't know. I feel like it was mostly accurate.
Really?
I'd say the split was more even between her and the other. Forget his name.
Gallon.
Yeah, her and the other elf, Gallon. But I don't feel I did too much to help. Just did what I could.
Well, just remember never to sell yourself short, and if someone's trying to cut you out of something like that, make sure to stand up for yourself. She says, being like this very young girl who's, for a human, she is much younger than you.
Yeah.
But she's talking like she's your mom. So, yeah, are you gonna say anything else, or you want to go to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I was just realizing, like, my range of sight is really small on here.
What? Oh, on this roll 20?
Yeah.
Here, let me increase your range a little bit.
Yeah, I can see out to 30 feet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's also probably the other thing is to set up the dark vision later.
Yeah, I had it set to 30. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, wait, does that mean you have no lighting sources set up in here?
No, I do.
Okay. I just thought that fireplace would have been giving off more light. But yeah, no, going to bed.
Okay. So yeah, to head to your room, you're gonna head out. You can either go out this door to the kitchen, or go out this door and then go around.
Do. Where am I going?
To the right. There's a door right there. You can see as you enter this door, you can see the kitchen to the south.
Mm-hmm. Am I going up the stairs then?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I understand, right?
Yeah, that's how you get upstairs, and then I will drag you to the next spot.
Ooh.
And then if you are looking for your room, it's right here. That big set of doors.
Yeah. Oh no.
Behind you, Gallon enters. Hey, I noticed that there wasn't enough rooms that have beds for everyone. Wanted to come in here, let you know that I'll take this room. I'm more used to sleeping in stuff like this. You can have the bed.
Alright. Thanks.
My room is right outside this door.
You have a good night.
You too. You can hear him unfolding a blanket and stuff.
Yeah. I really have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go
I have
ahead.
to go. I have to be right back.
Go ahead. All right. As he settles down for the night, we will move things around. And as our good man lays his head down to rest, he finds himself just having a nice, pleasant dream. Nothing too crazy.
I'm back,
Welcome back.
and I'm in pain. And I'm in pain.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The bathroom is unusable right now.
Oh. Alright, well, do you go to bed immediately once you enter your room?
Yes.
Okay. So, our good friend drifts off to sleep. For once, you don't really have any odd dreams. It's just something pleasant. You have a dream about your friend back home, and it's actually you find yourself painting out. She starts growing a big pumpkin from a plot she meant using her magic, and eventually you find yourself waking up by there's no windows in this room sadly, so it's hard to tell what time it is at the moment.
Uh,
But you hear a door open, and then you hear the door close. You want to investigate, or do you want to just go back to
yeah.
sleep?
Peek my head out. Peek my head out.
It doesn't seem like anything is no one's moving around. You want to take a look around, or are you gonna just close the door and just go back to your room?
Uh, yeah. I guess I'll go back in. Oh wait, I just remembered. I don't sleep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have your weird trance thing.
Yeah, I only need 4 hours.
Right. So yeah, you've already gotten your 4 hours actually.
Sick. I got my spells back, baby.
So yeah, do you want to just go back to your room and hang out, or do you want to look around the wagon?
All right. If that's not a concern, then yeah, I guess I'll step around,
Okay.
see what's happening at
The
whatever time
the
it
bathroom
is.
is right here if you want to go to the bathroom.
Why would you say that to me?
I just thought I'd bring that up.
You know what I just said to you.
I'm sorry. Well, this is like the bathtub room. The toilet is over here.
I'm gonna hurt you.
So you want to take a bath, get yourself all cleaned off? Been probably a couple of days since you bathed.
All right, Mist. I'll be real with you because of the way Roll20 works.
What?
I heard you saying that, so I was like, I'll slightly peek my token in there. I've already seen what's in there.
I see.
Because you were saying that, like, all right, I'll peek my token in there. Like, okay. I see. All right, sure, I'll go in. I go in there.
Yeah, so as you enter the tub room, you notice that the half-orc that you had met the day prior, she's in the bathtub, naked, but across her, you can see that her wrist had been slit and blood is soaking out of her wrist and into the tub and onto the floor.
I'm going to go. I'm, I'm gonna go start fucking banging on doors, I guess. Those are waking people up.
Okay, there's a door here, there's a door here. Which one do you want to start with?
Just down the fucking line. So here, 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 and I guess eventually I'll get back over to here.
Okay. One by one, people come from their rooms. Kristoff exit this room. A woman you haven't seen before exits this room. Victor and Mariah exit from this room. But no one exits this room over here. What's with all the banging? Luris, I imagine there's some good reason for waking us up.
Fuck. So, fucking just pointing to the bathroom, unable to fucking figure out how to say.
What, is the door locked?
Fucking
He says as he walks over the door and pushes it open. By the gods! What happened in here? Luris, did you find her like this?
Yes.
The girl that you haven't met before, dressed in black, she walks up and just enters the room, just goes in, not even saying anything to anyone. Well, I need to go inform Reginald. He needs to know that this has happened. With that, he's gonna run towards the stairs. Do you want to see what that girl in black is doing, or do you want to check with these other two over here?
Yeah. What is she doing? Ah.
No, it's alright, you can go ahead.
Yeah, these maps.
Yeah, sorry, the token place, the squares are a little wonky. You see her walk in, and she starts examining the body. She moves her head up, and you notice that there's also a slash across the orc's throat as well. The girl looks at her wounds. She then begins to, like, sniff the body. Do you want to say anything about these weird things, or are you just going to keep quiet?
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I didn't notice that you were there. I'm trying to see if this was a suicide or if this was a murder. She then walks away from the body, blood still on her hands, and holds her hands out to shake your hand.
Like, I was already moving my token out of the room, like,
Name's Beatrice. I went to bed early last night, so I didn't see you.
I was here since, like, noon.
And eventually, also from behind you, from behind the crack in the door, enters a wolf. Ah, there you are, bud. She then guides the wolf over to the dead body, and the wolf begins to sniff the body. That's my accomplice. He helps me out.
I see. I walk out of the room.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna go.
I don't want part of that.
You okay?
No.
What?
I have to use the bathroom.
Go check and see if it's open now.
It's not. They're working on the toilet.
Oh. Is there nowhere else you can go?
There's only one bathroom, sir.
Sounds like the bottle method's gonna need to be used.
It's not gonna work for this.
Oh, I see. So yeah, as you exit the room, Mariah looks up. What's going on there?
Han- Hannah has been found dead in the bathroom.
What? Oh my gosh! She holds her like mouth to her hand. What happened to her?
I'm not certain.
Was she like stabbed, or was she like bludgeoned, or was she like burning from like a spell or something?
She was cut with something.
Gallon thinks to himself behind. So either she committed suicide, or we have a murderer on this wagon. And with that, Mariah smacks Gallon. Now, why would you go and say that? Now everyone's gonna get all freaked out and scared that there's some killer on this wagon.
Actually, that's a good first place to start. Uh, I'm going to spend some time in ritual cast detect magic.
Oh, you have that spell?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what does this do? I've never seen the spell.
For the duration of the spell, I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. Use magic this way. You can use your action to see a faint aura around visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. You can learn School of Magic, if any, and it can penetrate most barriers. Blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
So basically, just this room.
It's 30 feet, but it'd penetrate, I think, a lot of the walls around here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just like mostly on around her body is where I'm mostly focusing it.
Okay. As you're
It lasts for up to 10 minutes. So
okay. So it lets you know if someone's casting a spell, basically.
no, it lets me know if there's any magic, if magic has been put on anybody, if anybody has magic on them.
Okay. So using that spell, you can detect that Beatrice here is magical. Out in the hallway, the girl with blonde hair was magical, and also Gallon is also magical.
Okay.
You can see a faint aura around the slash marks on this girl's body. So
what school of magic is it? Go on, GM. What school of magic is it?
Let me check here. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wasn't something I'm ready for.
Wow, running a mystery and not ready for detect magic.
It was conjuration.
Okay.
While you're in your ritual, Beatrice eventually like walks up to you. I'm sorry not to like trying to interrupt you here or anything, but what are you doing?
Seeing if any magic was used in this.
Find anything?
Yes. Whatever cut her was some sort of summoned creature or object.
My wolf isn't smelling anything. There's no metal or anything of the such. So whatever was used to kill her was not man-made.
So whoever did this has to have some knowledge of. Usually, conjuration is some form of arcane magic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that narrows it down a little bit.
Narrows it down to who?
I don't know. It's more that it narrows it down to the people who don't use magic or know magic can't have done anything with this.
I mean, could they have used a scroll?
Possibly, but it's hard to use the scroll if you're not already familiar with the magic.
It's true. All right, come on, boy. And she calls the wolf away from the body and walks down to the hallway. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, so did I mention Kristoff was also magic? I forgot.
I don't remember, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, so Beatrice, Kristoff, Mariah. Yeah, I think I said Gallon by accident. Gallon is not magical. I meant to say Kristoff. Sorry.
All
And then
right.
and then also you can also sense from downstairs that blah, 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 oh my god, Reginald is also magical.
Okay.
So Gallon and Victor are not magical,
Okay.
and neither is the wolf, of course.
Okay.
Uh, Kristoff looks at you. So did you find anything? He's like starts rubbing his hands together.
Suicide is definitely ruled out.
Oh god, he starts like freaking out. Oh, what if someone's like starts murdering us in our sleep, or I need to start locking my door, and maybe he starts like prattling on, like trying to like you can obviously tell this man is paranoid out the wazoo.
Lewis is Lewis. Lewis will like put his hand on his shoulder to try and comfort him, but it's also obvious that Lewis is just thinking. He's just doing that because he's talking nervous and he just like it's okay. While he's also like just thinking through stuff.
Uh, if you say so. I'm just. Uh, well, what should we do to figure this out? Everyone's kind of looking at you to like for guidance at the moment.
Is the first thing to do would be supposed to be gather up everybody into one room.
Right. I guess we should all go to the lounge room. That'd be a good place to do it. All right, I'll just drag everyone there, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay. And eventually, Reginald and Victor also join you as well.
Um, just for thing for me to know, does the wagon drive throughout the night, or does it stop?
It stops eventually for the horses rest.
Okay. Was it driving through this night?
Yes, it was driving through this night. Yeah, Reginald comes in.
Okay.
So I just got informed that one of our guests is dead by Victor. I didn't see anything while I was driving last night.
If you didn't see anything,
But I was also focused on the road, so I'm not sure if someone maybe like snuck on when I wasn't looking.
I don't think so.
How could this happen? All the investors are going to hear about this, and this investment will be ruined. Reginald starts just mumbling to himself, and Victor like puts his hand on his shoulder, trying to comfort him.
More than likely. Hmm. Hmm. My brain. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. There's a few things that can be written off due to the circumstances of the body.
Beatrice looks to you. What would that be?
Which two people did you say don't seem to have any magical ability?
Victor and Gallon are not magical.
Pointing to those two, they almost certainly are not the culprit.
Victor then pushes his glasses up. Well, I would assume that I hadn't done anything.
And since we did not crash, Reginald is also. He was too busy driving to would have the time to do that.
So what you're saying is that it comes down to me, Mariah, and Kristoff. With that, Beatrice will then take off her rack of arrows and her bow and then her short sword and put them on the table, just to show that I'm willing to cooperate. There's all my weapons. Kristoff then joins in and grabs his dagger and puts it on the table, followed by Mariah, who then grabs her staff and puts it on the table.
That won't mean much. The wounds were magical in nature. Whatever did this is magic.
Well, yeah, but Kristoff speaks up. Well, just so you know, I'm not gonna try anything.
I suppose that's fair. I'll do the same. He doesn't say that. I just do that.
Gallon speaks up. Now, Lewis, I'm not one to suspect you. You're a pretty well-off guy from what I saw in town, but how do we know it wasn't you? Aren't you also magical?
Yeah. All I know how to do is talk to people, though. Unless you want to think I talked her into suicide, which I don't know magic can do that.
Not that I know of.
Almost every spell that I know of that can control someone's mind, it draws the line at basic self-preservation.
I'm not too familiar with spells myself. So, how do you plan to figure this out then?
I don't know.
Well, this wagon's not moving anywhere. We're all in this one confined space, so we gotta figure this out. Alright, I almost forgot the chef also comes in. He was supposed to be in here too. Oops. Chef is also not,
the chef.
but he's not magical.
Yeah. Hello, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, when you were doing magic, you saw that he was also not magical.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have anything in particular that would help, so this is just basic talking time.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm not a detective. It has to be. Let's see. Who haven't I narrowed out? Those three. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you want me to mark their tokens for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Blue will be non-magical. And then red will be magical. Alright, is there anything else you want me to add?
Mark Reginald. Just Mark Reginald with blue. That's why I just remember that he's not involved at all. Someone's at my door.
Okay. Man, so many culprits. Who could it be? So many potential options on this list.
I have to go.
Gotta go.
I have to go. I'm very, very sorry.
So we have to end the session here.
I have to. I have to go.
Oh. Oh no. Well,
I'm
then.
really, 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 really sorry.
It's okay. So I guess next time we'll have to wrap up this one shot.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
And we'll figure out who the culprit is of this murder case next time. Anything you want to say before I cut the stream off?
I'm going to die.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, folks.